everybody, it's Emily from Pages and Ink, and today is Friday, so I will be doing my favorite Friday jar drawing. Hopefully I will get something that I actually can talk about without too much, drop my jar, without too much planning and thought behind it, because I have noticed that some of my topics make me actually have to, like, not think, because that makes me sound dumb. But I mean, like, I would have to make a list of things that would apply. That still sounds dumb. Anyway, alright, so I'm gonna pick my topic now. If you are new to the topic of Favorite Friday, every Friday I pick a topic from my Favorite Friday jar and talk about it without, like, any particular structure to it. I just talk. Yeah. Siblings! So, Favorite Friday, favorite siblings. So, off the top of my head, I don't know of many siblings in the books that I have read, except for maybe, Three Dark Crowns. So, Mirabella, Catherine, but on, like, the not BuzzFeed, on the Epic Reads trailer, it's like Katerine, and I'm like, how the heck is that pronounced Katerine? Because it's Kathereine, I think. Catherine, yeah. There's not another T, because if it's Katerine, no, Katerine, there would be no H. But anyway, or maybe it's a silent H, maybe I'm wrong. But Mirabella, Katerine, and, Arsinoa, however that's supposed to be pronounced. So there's those siblings, and I think my favorite in the bunch is probably Arsinoa, because she's the animal one, well, the one that's supposed to be an animal one, but she doesn't really have very strong animal gifts, but she's the, of the three, I think she has the most genuine, most realistic personality. The others just seem, I mean, Mirabella is like, oh, I have to find my sisters. Her other two sisters are like, oh, Mirabella's gonna kill us. Which is, you know, interesting, but you would think that the others would also be like, I don't know. Anyway, but I do really like Arsinoa. Her friends are great. Her will to do well is, you know, good. She does do some kind of dark things to try to get things to work, because she resorts to, like, black magic, pretty much. But I do think that of the siblings, she is my favorite. The other pair of siblings that I can think of at the moment are the sisters Donatella and Scarlet from Caraval, which I am currently reading. And I don't know much about them yet, but so far I do have a slight dislike of Tella, because so far she's turning into the sister that will immediately get Scarlet in trouble. Although now that I think about it, I think that it's because the way that her father punishes them is if it's one person's fault to keep them from repeating it, he will punish the other sister. So if she blames everything on Scarlet, she's more likely to get punished for whatever it is. Which at first I was like, that's awful. Why would she blame Scarlet for things that she did? Now, like right now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, you know what? That probably would make sense. I don't have a favorite of the two yet because I'm only a couple pages in, but so far they're pretty good. Let's see. Things with siblings. There aren't really that many books with siblings. Or there's books with siblings, but they have to, like, the other sibling is kind of out of the picture temporarily for whatever reason. For example, in that instance, it would be Day and his brother, or Daniel Atwing, and his brother, whose name escapes me. Although he does have two other brothers? I think it's Day, his older brother, and his little brother. But his younger brother has been messed with genetically, I believe, or like he's been experimented on, so his being is different, which is interesting. But I do think of the three, Day is my favorite. Let's see, things with siblings. Well, there's obviously Harry Potter. I mean, Harry and Hermione are both only children, but Ron has a whole bunch of siblings, and out of the Weasley family, I don't know if my favorites would be the twins, or if it would be Ginny, because I do really like Ginny. I do definitely prefer her to Cho Chang of the people that Harry has been interested in, because I never liked her. But then again, when I was little, I did have a crush on Harry, so, because I had a crush on Daniel Radcliffe. But anyway, I do like Ginny. From what I have not read all the books, so please don't hate me for it. But what I do know about Ginny, I do like her the best. Vasa and the Knight had siblings, but they were all like half sisters. And I don't think I have a favorite of those, except for maybe Vasa, but she's the main character, so let's see, what has siblings? I mean, a lot of books have siblings, but either the siblings are taken, or they die, or they're just not present. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Rose Society, the first book. The Young Elites, there we go. In the Young Elites, there's Violetta and, I know her name. Pretty sure it starts with an A, and I can't remember it. I am usually pretty good with names, but if it's some high fantasy name, I will most likely forget it, unless I really enjoyed the story, and The Young Elites was one of those that was kind of like meh. To me, Violetta, can't remember her name. Anyway, I do think I like Violetta. But again, it's not a series that I'm very big into. So let's see, what has siblings? Like actual legit siblings. Only child. All of them are only children. Because some stories are just easier to write if you only have to focus on one family member. Oh, there's Paige in Angel Fall, who actually kind of has a pretty tragic but interesting story to her, because she gets kidnapped by angels, and she's not able to walk. She was paralyzed when she was little because of an accident that happened between her and her mother, the angels took her, and when she was able to find Paige, she being the main character, who for some reason I can't even remember her name right now. My brain is just not wanting to work today. I will find out. Penryn! The series is literally called Penryn and the End of Days, and all I said was the Angel Fall series. Penryn is able to find Paige, and Paige is able to walk, but she has also been messed with by the angels, trying to create trying to create the stereotypical Nephilim, however you want to pronounce it. And I did realize that, I just remember that Court of Thorns and Roses has siblings, so there's Nesta, Elaine, and Feyre, and I think of the three, Feyre's my favorite. Because Nesta's kind of awful. She's awful for a reason though, but she's kind of awful. And Elaine is a little too... Not too good, because you can't really be too good. But I guess she's too naive, I guess. She's too optimistic for my taste. I think that's the best way I can put it, is I not really a pessimist, not really an optimist, because there are moments where I am incredibly optimistic, and then there are moments where I'm incredibly pessimistic. And then there are points where I'm really realistic. So it's just kind of like, once again, I am average, I am everything. But anyway, I do really like Feyre. Let's see. Aelin is as a only child. Dorian has a brother, Dorian from Throne of Glass, but he's kind of awful. Who has siblings? Honestly, don't even know. Most of the characters that I have read about and really enjoyed are only children. I know in Flawed she has a sister, and her sister is the one that wishes that she had stuck up for the flawed old man, but it ended up being the main character. I think her name is Celeste. Man, doing this video, I have realized there's a lack of siblings. I also realize that this video will probably have very few views because a lot of my videos do. But that's okay, because I don't make them for the views. I make them because they're fun. I get to sit and talk about books, and if you respond, it's awesome. But I think that's all I'm going to have to say about siblings, beyond the fact that I have a sibling, and he does read. He's actually been in a couple of my videos before. I would go through and try to find all the videos that he's been in. But if I remember, I will, and I'll put them down below. But it's not really anything special. He's kind of a pain in the butt. But we do have similar tastes in books. I think I read a lot more than he does, or he reads when he's not supposed to. I read when I can. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's all I can think of to say. So, that is all I have for you this week. I keep playing with my bangs, I apologize. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and had a really good week. It is the end of March, so hopefully April will be a better month for you all. If you've been having a really crappy month, or if you've been having a pretty good month, then I hope the good continues, because nobody wants to have a bad year. And this year is really a mix. It's really a mix, guys. But I love you all. It always means so much when you watch my videos. Let me know what you guys are currently reading if you would like down below. Who are your favorite siblings? Did you realize that there aren't that many bookish siblings that we can really talk about? Oh, I guess there is one that I didn't talk about, which is Ronan's siblings. But that's okay. Anyway, I will see you guys next week, hopefully for a book talk on Caraval when I finish. And if not, then I will see you next Friday for our favorite Friday. And I love you guys. I will see you guys next week, and I hope that you have a good weekend again. And thanks for watching. Happy reading.